Computers and Movies by Fiona O'Connor. You squeeze the arms of your chair. You hold your breath. You watch the screen and wait for what is going to happen next. A creature appears with slimy bugs in its hair. "That's revolting," yells a nearby voice. But you are more curious than disgusted. You wonder, how do movie makers do it? Movie making in the past. Until recently, movies were shot on film, so everything had to be real to make it look believable. That revolting creature would have been an actor dressed in a costume. Movie scenes with burning cars or exploding buildings would have been real, too. Crews spent weeks or months building movie sets. Designers created all the sets. They could make a room look like another planet, a store, or a tomb in Egypt. Designers also made whatever else the movie needed, from animals to robots. At the conclusion of filming, directors edited their movie. They watched reels of film. They cut some parts out. They joined other sections of film together. Then it was time to send the film to theaters. When movies are shot on film, designers have to build the sets. Some movies are now shot using digital cameras. Movie making today. Today, the process is different. Some movies aren't shot on film. Instead, camera crews shoot movies digitally. In a digital camera, pictures and sounds are turned into data. Data is a kind of information. A digital movie camera's data is viewed on a computer. Besides storing data, the computer can also manipulate it. That means what you see is not always going to be what you get. For example, many movie scenes are now shot in front of a blank screen. Designers use computers to add the scenery later. The options are endless. Even if a scene is not shot on a blank screen, special effects such as lightning can be added in later, and it looks real. Action scenes aren't as dangerous for actors as they used to be either. Actors don't have to do all the stunts. Instead, their image is digitally added into the scene later. With this trick of the trade, action can be bigger and better than ever, and no one gets hurt. Actors can also be digitally added into scenes to help tell the story. In Forrest Gump, 1994, the main character took part in many historic events. The actor's image was added into old film clips. The scenes looked real even though they weren't. Computers have also cut down on the amount of time some actors spend putting makeup on. Computer experts can create all kinds of looks for actors without using costumes or makeup. With computers, actors may not need to spend hours in makeup to look like a menace. Computer animation. These are some of the steps involved in computer animation. 1. Computer animators design a model of a person or object using points and lines on a computer. The model is called a wire frame because it looks like wires joined together. 2. Animators color in the wire frame model to make it look solid. 3. Animators smooth out the model. It is like giving the model a smooth skin. It makes the model look real. The process is called rendering. 4. The figure is animated. Animators are like puppeteers. Instead of using strings to make a puppet move, animators make characters move by programming a computer. A wireframe model. New era of animation. Computers have changed movies in other ways, too. Have you ever seen cartoons from a long time ago? The figures do not change much. They show little expression. Today, animated figures can show a lot of expression. they can change their demeanor. As a result, they seem more realistic. They also have a broad range of movement. Sometimes it's hard to tell what is animated and what isn't. Thanks to new computer programs, animation gets better all the time. But computers can't do the work themselves. Someone needs to tell the computer what to do. That's the job of computer animators. Animators can add shadows that follow the figures around. This makes them seem solid. Animators can also create different textures, such as fur or sweaty skin. In addition, animators can make animated figures look like they are vigorously interacting with humans. Image from a computer-animated movie. Digital delights. Computers also make it easier to put a movie together. Gone is the agony of days spent cutting and joining together strips of film. Today, filmmakers use computers to make changes. And that's not all. In the past, moviegoers had to wait for new films to come to their local theaters. After a lot of shows, the film sometimes broke or got scratched. But digital movies can be in theaters the day they are finished, and the quality of the picture is precisely the same for every showing. Anytime, any place, any way. So, what does digital technology mean to you? In the future, digital movies will give you more viewing options. You might find yourself watching a movie in a theater on the big screen, at home on your television screen, on your computer monitor, on your cell phone screen. Digital movies can be sent anywhere for viewing, anytime, by anybody. Digital movies can be viewed in many places. Digital doubts. Not everyone thinks that digital movies are better than film. There are some problems that still need to be resolved. If movies are sent over the Internet, how will studios make money? Also, how can studios keep the movies from being copied illegally? Another problem is storage. Digital data can be kept on disks, but computers in the future may not be able to read these disks. Data can also be recorded on tapes, but these often fall apart. Some filmmakers fear that special effects might hide scripts that aren't well written. Others believe that actors' performances are affected. If computer images are added in later, performers act by themselves instead of with each other. They may not perform as well as they would with other actors. How would you want to record a special event? In defense of digital. On the other hand, many people emphatically defend digital technology. Shooting a digital movie rather than one on film is less expensive. It's also easier to do. This means that more people can make more movies. So, what are you waiting for? Everyone has a story to tell. Grab a camera and start telling yours. All you need to shoot a digital movie is a camera and a dream. Technology at the movies. 1889. Thomas Edison's company builds the first motion picture camera. 1905. The first movie theater opens in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. 1911. The first feature film is released. 1914. The first animated cartoon is released. 1927. The Jazz Singer, the first feature film with sound, is released. 1937. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Walt Disney's first full-length animated movie, is released. 1964. Zoom lenses are perfected. 1976. A camera that doesn't shake when the filmmaker moves is used for the first time in Rocky. 1995. Toy Story is released. It is the first full-length animated movie designed on a computer. Glossary. Animation. Noun. Creating the look of motion through drawings or computer graphics. Digital. Adjective. Data in the form of numbers for use by a computer. Director. Noun. Someone who controls the making of a movie. Location. Noun. Actual place used for filming. Set. Noun. Scenery built for a movie. Special effects. Noun. Visual effects. Stunt. Noun. A dangerous act performed in a movie. Responding. Target vocabulary. Word builder. How can images be manipulated by digital cameras? How is that different from film? Copy and complete the diagram below. Write about it. Text to self. What digital effects would you like to see in movies? Write a paragraph describing them. Use words from the word builder in your description. Target vocabulary. Agony. Conclusion. Demeanor. Emphatically. Manipulated. Menace. Precisely. Resolve. Revolting. Vigorously. Target strategy. Analyze, evaluate. Think carefully about the text and form an opinion about it. Word teaser. What should you do if you get the wrong answer for a math problem?